Good evening, brothers and sisters. Assalamu alaikum. I'm happy to be here with you again. We bring honor to the teachings and intelligence of the Most High Elijah Muhammad and his knowledge, his wisdom for everything that we face and are facing today. Brothers and sisters, I give you greetings. I give you greetings in the words of peace. In our original tongue and language, I say to you, Assalamu alaikum, which means peace be unto you. That peace, brothers and sisters, that go beyond all understanding. To the beneficent, the merciful, master of the dear requital, thee do we serve, and thee do we serve alone. Guide us on the right path. A path not where thy righteousness will, their judgment will be brought down, but on a path where thy righteousness will be bestowed upon those that are willing to follow you, O Lord Allah. Ameen. Brothers and sisters, I'm so thankful and so happy to be here to discuss this great message of great power, this great institution, which is the human spirit, the human origination. That is to say, where we come from, and where we are going collectively, But brothers and sisters, we can't know where we're coming from if we don't know where we've been or where we're going. We just don't know. And so our challenge, we have a challenge here. Our challenge is to find the best of us, and to actualize the best of us, that we may be what God has called us to be. We will have understanding of our power. We will have understanding of the power that God has given us, that we will have understanding. And so it is with great honor and great pleasure that I come to you to discuss something that we are not discussing. It's not being discussed now because we've entered into an area of AI. We've entered into an area where technology causes us to doubt our inner power, the power of the spirit, the power of the soul, the power that is down within us, And so we are challenged. We are challenged to see the power of God and the power of God that works through us. And we're challenged as brothers and sisters of the faith and believers in the power of God. Power of God, whatever the name that God is in your individual language. I'm talking about the universal God who's known by many names, brothers and sisters, known by many names. I like to apologize ahead of time that we're not prepared to have anyone to come in on the show. We say greetings to the brother, farewell to the flesh, and I will do this. If you would email me, brother, or give me your information in the chat, I will get in contact with you so we can set up with you coming on the show. I'll do that. And we'll do things the right way, decently, so we can be prepared. So we can certainly be prepared. I want to get a chance to talk to you and converse with you. So we will bring you on the show. I have no problem with that. I would love to see participation of other brothers and sisters on the show and talk about difficult things, even if it's things that are contrary. But I don't want to waste time. I want us to talk about things that are intelligent. So I do apologize. This will not be a run to the length of time where we'll be able to take questions, so to speak. But what I wanted to do is what I advertised. Now we could have a third show talking about the Orisha and the powers of Africa, the powers of our ancestors and what they actually use. Because tonight discussion, we're going to talk about the pyramids and everything. But what I want to say prior to us getting into the discussion, is that the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad has already told us and has already opened our eyes to the power that lies within us. And that once we gain full knowledge of ourselves, brothers and sisters, we'll be able to come to understanding. And that's what we need today. More than anything else, we need understanding of who we are. We need understanding of where we're going. We have to have understanding. We've got to have understanding today. because we don't have it. And because we don't have understanding, we deny the power thereof, the powers of the human flesh, the power of the human psyche, the power of the human spirit, the power of the human soul. We deny it. We deny it. We're not able to bring it into fruition. And the reason we're not able to bring it into fruition is because we doubt the power of God. We believe in God, but we don't believe God. And many of us are misdirected where we believe in the God of the white man, the one that the white man has set here in front of us, right? Who's been dunked in the bleach of lies, dunked in the bleach of oppression, dunked in the bleach of slavery, dunked in the bleach of discrimination and racism, just dunked in the bleach and history of lies, brothers and sisters. So what they put before us is not what exists. What they put before us is not what exists. And it is everywhere, our history. Everywhere we've been manipulated. We've been manipulated from the faith within ourselves, the faith within our God, the faith within our African ancestry. We've been manipulated, brothers and sisters. We've been tricked, hoodwinked, bamboozled, and led astray, told and tucked and tied away from everything that is anything like Africa. Everything that has anything to do with our history has been marred with mockery. Proof of which, when you look at Tarzan, King of the Jungle, which is a book, the white man is making fun of you in these comic books and history about a white man in the jungle raised by monkeys that can talk to the animals. He only been there for a few decades and could talk to the animals. And here are Africans that have been in Africa for millions of years and don't know how to talk to the animals and are running from animals. Brothers and sisters, don't you know this is mischief and mischief making? Now, even your history has been whited out. Your history has been whited out. Blotted out with the white stains of lies. Blotted out with the white stains of misconception. Half-truths. Blotted out with manipulation. And so anytime you've associated yourself with being black, you became ashamed of it. You became ashamed that you were black. You became ashamed that your ancestral home is Africa. I'm just setting the stage, and then I'm going to show you these wands. I can't believe it again. My mind is shook. My mind is shook. But you've been so ashamed and made to be ashamed of your true ancestry, so much so that when you read the Bible, the King James Version Bible, who have renamed your historical ancestors, renamed your religious ancestors, renamed your royal ancestors, in the Malic Kingdom, the Comitian Kingdom, and the Cushitic Kingdom, tell you don't even know that you're reading about yourself. You don't know that David is a Menehet III. You don't even know it. You don't know that Saul is a Menehet II. You don't even know it. You don't even know that prior to it, that Samuel served as a judge who reigned like a king. So he called him a Menehet I, who would train Saul in this wisdom. African men that are training African men. You read it in the Bible, you see the truth, but you deny the power thereof. When you think of Daniel, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, right? These were black brothers. Daniel was black. The Hebrew boys were black. And the names have been changed to Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Is that right or wrong? Their names have been changed because they are in bondage. And they were in this bondage, and the only thing that saved them while they were in this bondage is that they remembered their past. They remembered the God of their ancestors. Brothers and sisters, I'm trying to go somewhere with this. I want to make sure that the foundation is set. So they named Shadrach Azariah, Meshach, Mishael, and Abednego Adoniah, I believe. And their names have been changed while they were in bondage. The key thing is that the name had been changed while they were in bondage. And Daniel's name had been changed to Belshazzar. And you can find these things in the book of Daniel. And pardon me if I butchered up the names. But my point is that they have been taken out of their native land, taken away from their culture, taken away from everything that was familiar to them, to wipe out their history and wipe out their past. So they took them away from everything that had a relationship to who they were, their history, right? Their inventions, their science, and yes, their power. Their power. And so I want to tell you about this one and how it came to me. I was given this knowledge. The woman that gave it to me, 93 years old, I believe. 93 to 95 years old. And she herself didn't look a day over 60. This is the truth. I have to tell you about it. Didn't look a day over 60. She was in late 50s, early 60s. Didn't look a day over that. She looked great. Her skin had plenty of elasticity. She was a very fair individual. Very chocolate in nature, and or rather in color, and Afrocentric in nature. And I want you to understand that when she gave me this tool, she said that at first she handed several in front of me. Then she told me to touch the one that appealed to me, and two appealed. And I touched it, grabbed them, brothers and sisters. And I could feel the energy coming through these wands. I'm going to show you these wands as I showed on the other shows. These wands look ancient. I said, what are the name of these wands? She called them G.O.D.S.P.E.L. G.O.D.S.P.E.L wands. And we're not going to be done with this because, and I want to bring the brother on. Farewell to the flesh. Please don't give up, brother. I'm going to bring you on because we certainly want to discuss these wands. If you have any knowledge on these wands, we certainly want you to say something about it. Certainly want you to say something about the knowledge of these wands. But I, as far as I'm concerned, it's the first time that the wands that I know anything of it. That when this elder sister handed me the wands and asked me to make use of it in whatever way possible. And brothers and sisters, be prepared when I show you these wands. The technology of them looks like current technology. Excuse me, brothers and sisters. I know you understand. The technology looks like current technology. And I'm going to bring these wands on. I'm going to take my time with this one. And earlier today, I just wanted to introduce it. But I'm going to take my time with this one. You have to see these wands. You can look at them and tell that they're ancient, but the power, the technology, looks like current or future technology. Even the light. It's a strange light. A greenish blue, almost white light on these wands. And I had to show you. I asked her, I said, may I grab these wands where I could show them? Is there any reason why I can't show them to the people? She said, yes, you can show them because it's time. This is what she said. So brothers and sisters, I'm going to pull this wand. It's two wands. And it's strange. I want to wait till it was Halloween to be able to show them to you. Here's the first one. You look at this one. This is an ancient one. The black rock is obsidian. This is obsidian rock. Obsidian. And this rock is said by the Africans to ward off or to absorb any kind of evil, that it doesn't affect you. In other words, the rock will absorb any evil that's coming to you so it doesn't affect you. And I want you all to see this. I want you all to see it. Seeing is believing. I definitely want you to see this. I'm trying to show you this one. I'm trying to show it to you. Now, this one is unattractive, so unattractive that it's attractive. Wouldn't you agree, brothers and sisters? It's so unattractive that it's attractive. And it's very sensitive to the touch. Very sensitive to the touch, as I tend to show you. Now, if you look, I want you to look, this strange light. Light is very strange. I wish you could see it in person. This light is very, very strange. Very strange. Show it to you. Very strange light. Not that it's blinking. I just wish you could see what I see. I wish you could literally see what I see. And it's almost like a pin drop. But this light gives light into total dark places. I mean, almost as if you turn a light switch on. And I have yet to see what's giving it. Now, I know it's an instrument giving it, but I need to tell you that when I tried to go inside, and I'm touching it to change the, I guess you want to say the tempo of the lighting, right? And it's just a gentle touch. If you look, now the light turned into 4 different lights. And there's a single light. It's giving out 4 rays that's running down. If you look, running down the side of these columns. And I have yet to see how it's happening because there's no wire. I don't see any wire or anything like that. And this light tends to be suspended in here. You can look, I'm trying to show you. Suspended, but not connected to anything. So this is I had to show you. It's something I wanted you to see. Because this technology, this kind of technology is popping up all over the place. Now, I wanted to show this on Halloween because a lot of you are in the mindset. You're in the mindset today to accept what I'm showing you. You're in the mindset to accept it. So the technology can be reproduced, I imagine, can be reproduced. And I myself am a good crafter, but I've never been able to anything like this. This is amazing, very amazing, and it's an amazing technology. I want you to know that technology is amazing. This kind of technology, and got me into trying to make a wand. I find out how to make a wand of this sort. So that's what I did. I went to make a wand. But this technology is different than anything I've ever seen. And I am a scientist by talent, trade, and an inventor. But this is certainly different from anything that I've ever seen in my life. And I mean, it is this is very different. Now, if you look and see how it's so ugly that it's attractive, this one is that ugly that it's attractive. And but you see, there's no way. You know, we see movies and everything about the future, right? And seeing past objects and items. But Africa has a lot of things hiding, brothers and sisters. This is what I want to tell you. There's so much that is being hidden, so much power that's been hidden in Africa, which makes me delve and dig deeper into the history of Africa. And I think we miss it, who we are, and get an understanding of who we are if we don't study and dive deep. We got to study. We got to dive deep to learn about our ancestors and go beyond that to find out the uses and the inventions and the community work of our ancestors, because the enemy, our enemies, is the one that oppressed us, the ones that have us oppressed now, the ones who have led us captive, the ones who refuse to allow their captives to go free, which is us. Our enemies know more about our past than us. And this is problematic, brothers and sisters. This is very problematic. Now, a lot of people will miss this. A lot of people are going to miss this because they're going to be caught up in Halloween. So they're going to miss this. And then they're going to say, well, the brother, he's doing some strange stuff. I'm showing you technology that had been yielded to me and ideas of organizing and invention. I have to say it that way. Organizing and invention that will be helpful to us. I could feel the power of nature literally emanating from this ride. I can tell you that. I feel it in my fingertips, feel it in my hands. This is a fact. This is a fact. And this next one is going to be very strange. It'll be very strange when I show you this. The next one is very strange as I grab it. And I want you to know, as you can see, even sensitive to the touch of thing, it continues to come on. It's like this is amazing to me, brothers and sisters. It may not be anything to you, but it's surely amazing to me. You look at this. Here it is, another. Here it is, another. No design like it that I've ever seen before. No, absolutely no design. But the technology is the same. This elderly woman said that she had these, she called them G.O.D.S.P.E.L wands. G.O.D.S.P.E.L wands. And the technology of these G.O.D.S.P.E.L wands. And she had these wands for since the time she was in her youth. So here it is. Here it is. It gave the technology. It made me want, and I've learned so much, even though not being able to crack some of them open. But I've learned so much from the technology that I had gotten. And those that know me know how serious I am about science. I had gotten to the place where I had made replica wands using current technology. Made replica wands that are still powerful and are still able to teach great lessons about Africa's power and invention. If we would just, brothers and sisters, all we have to do, if we would just humble ourselves. We have to humble ourselves and be able to listen and research beyond our own discrimination of ourselves, against our own self-hate of ourselves, and learn what is out there. When we hear the ancients, our ancestors of the past, we can go as far as the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. He told us about spaceships before anybody was really talking about spaceships. He told us about a heavenly plane called Peon, right? A heavenly plane called Peon that is almost equivalent to the term Pizan River, right? People thought the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad was an extremist. They thought he was insane. They thought he was out of his mind. But now what happens? What's happening now? L. Ron Hubbard stole the idea, started talking about these spaceships and animantia, right? He started talking about these things in atomic nature. Is that right or wrong? Did he learn from the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad? And the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad had proof of what the Master Fard Muhammad had told him. And that we would start meeting these people with technology. And this is the reason I'm telling you now. That we are meeting these people. And I tell you this, and I want to say this, I've never said it before in my life. And there was one other person that was close to me that can verify what I'm saying is true. One other person that could verify that what I'm saying is true. The day that I saw a spaceship, saw two of them floating overhead, and I was with the mother of my children. She could tell you that we saw spaceships overhead that were close enough for us to chunk a rock to, and when I started to take a picture of it, my cell phone went dead. This is a fact. Now, I never mentioned this before because it would make my brothers and sisters feel that I'm insane. It will make them feel that the brother's taking a recess of his mental faculty. But brothers and sisters, what I'm telling you today is true. As much as that spaceship, me seeing it is true, this and the technology to create such. The technology to create such. I mean, I wish you could see, even while I'm talking, this light on the other one that started blinking. Even while I'm talking, it started blinking, brothers and sisters. Even while I'm talking, the light started blinking. So it should let us know You see this? This is amazing. I don't know. I don't know. And what I've learned just observing these, I've learned such powerful lessons just observing them. And the elderly woman was the one, and she was a very strange woman that had me to investigate this technology. And what I've discovered is amazing. I'll keep working on it. I'll keep working on it. I mean, this is amazing. This alone is amazing. It's almost like something's being transmitted every time I say something, like something's being transmitted. I don't know. But I wanted to show you this. And this is amazing. Have you ever seen, and it took me a long time to learn the technology of capsulating or being able to activate, find out. So I spent great time, great length studying this. But if you look at the strangeness of this light, but the technology is current or future technology, which gave me enough information of how to produce something. And I'm going to show you that later. So everything of the past can be duplicated, brothers and sisters. This is what I want you to know. Everything of the past and our knowledge and our power and our attachment to nature can be duplicated. Why do you think they have all of that technology in the pyramid? That you have doors that can move, that are controlled by helium, that have been trapped, coming from the center part of the earth to move trap doors. And the maximization of weight and volume to set traps within the pyramid to make sure that the grave robbers don't get in and take away the most invaluable thing that our ancestors tried to give to us. The most valuable thing they tried to give us is the technology and the history of knowing the enemy that we're dealing with. I've never seen in my life this kind of technology. Never. It may seem simple to you, but I've been studying it and will continue to study it. And I'm thankful to Allah God for giving me the opportunity and chance. And I want to talk about this with others. The objects that I was given, which helped me to come to an invention, was later taken. And the sister and I was honorable in the sense that I didn't take it, didn't hide it, and didn't try to give the sister the slip. But it was later taken, and this sister keeps in contact with me. And there's a way that she keeps in contact with me through nature that is beyond any cell phone or anything like that. And I'm telling you, you better open your eyes, brothers and sisters. The Orishas are among us. And there's just like the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, and just like the scriptures profess, and just like the Quran profess, and all the other holy books, that there are those that walk among us that are angels, and we greet them unawares, brothers and sisters. Many of us have been rude to them and don't even know. And I tell you, I went over it with myself before I would even come out and talk about this, because I know black people will believe their oppressor and doubt their oppressed. This is true. So it took me some time because it shook me up. I have to be honest with you, I was shook up. I didn't know what to do, but I couldn't deny it. There's no way that I could deny it, brothers and sisters. And so I had to accept it, and I had to get myself together to be able to bring it before you. So I want to talk about this. We'll be talking about it again. And hopefully tomorrow, brother, farewell to the flesh. Tomorrow, brother. And I'll let you know when. If you will give me your information, and I'll definitely put my email in the chat. Put my email in the chat, brother. So that you can contact me, and I like any knowledge that you have on this, so that we could get together and talk about it. And I'm sure many brothers and sisters have knowledge that they can certainly push. So to Brother Farewell, I want to put this information in my email. I want to give this to you so you can email me, and we can prepare for you to be on the show. I know lots of times you come wanting to say things. I understand. I certainly don't want to overlook anyone. Prayerfully, this will be a intelligent conversation, an intelligent episode for you. Certainly for me and others that want to watch, because we are entering we're entering an area where AI has literally pulled the scales off our eyes, and even our enemies are afraid, brothers and sisters. Our enemies are afraid that the truth will get out. I'm talking to the black brothers and sisters now. Our enemies are afraid that the truth will get out so much that they don't even want us talking about the history where they mistreated us. Huh? Because it would keep us current to try to understand who we are in this day and time. What are we doing here? What were we? What did we do before slavery? And we were kings and queens, yes, princesses and princesses, right, of a royal priesthood, of a royal throne, of the Malic kingdom. But what prior to that? What were our duties? What were these kingdoms set up for? What were their specifications? What were their specialization? And we must ask the question. We must ask the question. We have to be prepared, brothers and sisters. We have to be prepared to ask the questions. What am I here for? Who am I? What am my origination? You're not a slave. You weren't a slave. The technology of medicine, the technology of science, technology, the technology of engineering, the technology of mathematics, all come from you. It all comes from you. But we have been taken away from everything that we know. Even the red man who comes from the black man, the northeast, northwest, the west and southwest column of the continental Africa, come the Obwija, who made a trek over 400,000 years ago to America. These were Obwijan. The Obwijan African came to America to establish this land. And in the history of the conquistadors, or those who came to conquer Spain and Russia and China, and all of these that had come together at the Council of Nicaea to conquer us, they came over. Once they invaded Africa, they came over to other places where the dark-skinned people were. America was that. And this dark or blackish red man, had been invaded, had been raped, people raped, and would produce the native red man that we see here, who is native to the ancestors that are native to this land, which connects them to us. And they have power. They have majesty among the culture. And they also are one with nature. Oh, black man, black woman, red man, red woman, come back to yourself, study yourself, find pride in being black and red, find pride in who you are, find pride in your ancestry. Research what is both painful and prideful about you and accept it. Because there's something coming up on us where we're going to have that connection with nature and that connection with God and that connection with our science, our technology, our engineering, our mathematics, and be able to conjure and produce. And not only that, brothers and sisters, but be in touch with ourselves spiritually, so much so that we'll be able to use our power of telekinesis, telepathy, finding portals, being able to levitate, appear and reappear. This is the art and science of our ancestry. These are our powers, and we have to actualize these powers. It's time for us to stop calling voodoo evil. Stop calling hoodoo evil. Stop saying that magic, when it is black, is evil, because black magic was given that name by the white man. But power is neither black nor white. Power is power, and it is more common among the black and red man of this earth, the colored people of the earth. It's more common among us. We've gotten away from it when we were invaded by the Hyksos, these killers. When they invaded us, we got away from it. We got away from it. So, brothers and sisters, we're fighting to get back. Fighting to get back for who we are. And the first thing we got to do is get amongst ourselves. Because if we don't get amongst ourselves, then we'll have the constant distraction of the white man. The constant distraction of the white man. We got to get to ourselves. We got to get to ourselves and learn what it is that God wants of us. What is it that God wants of us? So that we'll be able to fulfill that destiny, to heal one another, to speak life to one another, to raise one another from the dead, both mentally, physically, and otherwise, to empower one another with power upon high, to empower one another with power upon high, brothers and sisters. Our ancestors are coming. They're meeting with us. And we've got to be ready when they come. We've got to be ready when they come and teach us these things so that we will understand who Enoch was and why he was so powerful. A lot of people don't talk about the book of Enoch. They don't talk about the book of Maccabees, Sirach, Tobit, and Barak. They won't talk about the books of the dead, and all the power that is there. These books are locked away and kept away from us. They won't talk about the book of Jubilee. This book of Jubilee was so powerful that when there was once a speaker named Billy Graham. Billy Graham, I had a chance to meet that devil. He was a good devil, but I had a chance to meet him, and he had to be honest that the book of Jubilee talks about the connection. You got to get that book of Jubilee. Talked about the connection of the black people and our ancestry of the Anunnaki and the Orishas, and how we are attached to God and attached to the sons of God, Michael the angel, Gabriel or Gabriel, and how we are connected to God. So it makes sense, brothers and sisters, that when Yahashua Leah Asa, or the one they call Jesus, said that ye are my brothers, and what I've done, you should do likewise and greater things. It makes sense that the 82nd number of Psalm and the 6th verse said that ye are God's children of the Most High, but ye shall die like men and like one of the princes. Why? Because the prince of this world is Satan, and he oppresses God's people, and he uses the white man to do it. It's plain and simple as that. It's plain and simple as that. We've got to get on God's side so God can get on our side. And to that sister that blessed me with this technology, I just want to thank you. I want to thank you for blessing me with the technology and blessing me with the opportunity to further invent and investigate, and to try to find out about this. When I first tried to go in to what she gave me to understand it, brothers and sisters, I ended up getting shocked. It was like a static of energy, but it didn't damage my hand, but it almost disabled it. I'm telling you about this power, but learning how to harness this energy and learning what to do. We've got to be wise. We've got to be wise and to receive. God will truly open your eyes, and there are angels walking among us, brothers and sisters. There are angels of God walking among us with technology on how we can free ourselves and free each other once we begin to eat right, fast from everything of pleasure, and devote our mind and our attentions to God, that God will work through us and he will teach us. This was the instructions, that he will teach us all that we need to know. All that we need to know. And that we will come one with nature and begin to wield the power of nature. You don't need a machine to do that. That's already in us. It's already in us to overcome. And I tell you, those that are sick, physicians, heal yourself. Heal yourself and get embedded in the technology of God, the science of God, the technology of God, engineering of God, and the mathematics of God, and you'll find out that you yourself are gods, that are children of the Most High. But brothers and sisters, you are dying like men because you call on God. You have a zeal of the illusion, the zeal of who you think is God. You don't even know who God is because a white man put a white Jesus in front of you. So you have a zeal of God not according to knowledge. You have a zeal of God. You speak the word of God, the wisdom of God, but the power is of no effect. A zeal of God denying the power thereof. Brothers and sisters, that's all I have for you. That's all I have for you. I'm looking forward very much to coming before you. I want to be able to live stream and be able to bring on a guest, and we will do that. I'm going to decide a time tomorrow, brother. If you give me your information on anyone, then I will make sure that if you contact me through email, I will contact you back, and we'll organize so that you'll be able to come on, certainly come on the channel. Brothers and sisters, well, thank you, and peace be upon you. The peace that goes beyond understanding. And understand, we are here to do good. We're here to love. We're here to do good. We're here to defend those who can't defend themselves, and to study the righteousness of God and to live the righteousness of God, that we will be able to use the G.O.D.S.P.E.L of defending the good against the evil. Defending the good against the evil. And we do that from here. We do that from here. First, have love in our heart and love in our mind. First, before we can wield nature. And that's the knowledge that I was given. So I just like to share that with you, brothers and sisters. And I like to talk about this. Maybe have a live discussion. Bring some people on. Certainly want to do that. And I look forward to starting that tomorrow as we talk more about the powers of Africa. The powers of Africa. The hidden truths. The hidden knowledge. So that we'll be able to teach our brothers and sisters. Because we're going to have to leave this land one day. We're going to have to go back to Africa. We're going to have to get out. We're being released from bondage right now. The story in the Bible about Moses and the children of Israel in bondage is really about us. But that's a whole nother conversation. Brothers and sisters, peace be unto you. I'm thankful to come before you today. So very thankful to come before you and thankful to be in your presence. Brothers and sisters, love one another. If you have children, raise those children up in the admonition of God. Have them to admonish God and let them take their rightful place as children of God, teaching them all things. Teaching them all things. Brothers and sisters, I love you. If you hate me, don't die. Don't die, because then comes the judgment. May Allah bless you and keep you. I say unto you, if I didn't say it in the beginning, I say unto you now, Assalamu alaikum, which means peace be unto you.